Hello YouTube, I'm this guy, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a video of my meta-analysis for the YCS Columbus, YCS Mexico City, and YCS Raquel. This is the first events after the September 2018 ban list. So the number one question was Gokis and Trick Scar Strikers, because people have been saying that there wasn't enough hits on these decks for these decks to affect these decks. And obviously, looking at the results of it, it kind of did. I mean, Gokis didn't take any events. Trickstar Strikers didn't take any events. And if you look at the tops, they didn't take a lot of tops either. So obviously, the ban list did something right. And as much as people doesn't want to agree with that, I mean, numbers don't lie. Pierce Sky Strikers, we knew was still going to perform, and they are the best deck. They were the third best deck going into this format, and now they moved up to the number one spot. Now, I don't think, that's going to stay much longer. I honestly think after Soul Fusion, the meta is going to shift tremendously because of all these new archetypes getting support, and one in particular, which I'll be talking about. I think that's going to be the number one deck, and that's going to be the deck to beat. So, talking about the Gokis, I'm not really going to discuss much about Gokis. I made a video of the Firewall discussion, and I'll link that video in the description box below. You guys go and check that out if you guys want to, but basically summarizing that video, I said Goblin was more than enough to put that Goki deck in check, and it did. Goblin did a lot because now you can disrupt that board more, you can break that board more, and that's all that needed to be done, was being able to do those things against that deck for that deck to fall. So we've obviously seen that. Also, Trickstar Star Strikers, I wish there was more hits on it. I think everyone did. But I think the Hornet itself, that Star Striker engine, is useless to them. We did see some people experiment with it, but they weren't as successful as if Hornet would have been at 3. So I think job well done on that. Hornet needed to go to 1 because a Star Striker engine should be splashed in every deck. So I totally agree with that. And we've seen how much that affected decks too. Rogue decks. There's a few road decks I wanted to, bring up and bring awareness to, because I think these road decks are something to look out for after Soul Fusion, which is Mech Knight in bulk. I think that deck is definitely a deck that is going to strive in this format, because every deck is going to be wanting to go first again. So a deck that's built to go second like that is going to strive. So you still know that deck's floating around. You're going to have to play around the Mech Knight NG. So that's good to know. So coming out of that, look out for that deck. Cyber Dragons, another going turn 2 deck, but I think that deck is more lethal, more brutal than the Magnet Invul, because that deck can strive going first too, because it can build infinity boards, it can build ridiculous boards, and it is an OTK based deck. So that's another deck to look out for, and it's going to get stronger after Soul Fusion. So I think that's something to look out for. Dangers. The number one deck, I think, after coming out of Soul Fusion, I think that's going to be the deck to beat. And a lot of reasons has to do with the card design of that deck. I mean, that deck, that archetype itself, it reminds me so much of BAs. And look what BAs did. It actually won a tournament this past weekend. That's another deck I want to discuss too, is BAs. But Dangers, I think if they build it like BAs is being built, I think Dangers will be a very, very lethal deck. So I'm predicting that deck is going to be the deck to beat going into this format after Soul Fusion. BAs, my baby. BAs. Well, I don't think I can talk about BAs enough. So I mean, I can go on a 30-minute video on BAs. So I will definitely make another video on BAs. But all I'm going to say about BAs is, if everyone's wondering how BAs is winning tournaments still to this day after 5 years, I will give you one word: adaptability. That's all I'm going to say. That deck has the best adaptability in the game. Or not even the deck, it's just the archetype itself has so much adaptability to it. It's unpredictable. It's the unknown. Because you can build BAs so many ways, is you don't know what you're going up against. You know you're going up against a BA deck, but what type of BA deck? And I think that's what makes BA so lethal and so competitive, is that aspect of it, is you don't know. So, like I said, I'm going to definitely make another video on the BA deck and go more into detail about BAs and give you guys some knowledge of the deck. But that's definitely a deck to look out for, and I think that's going to be a deck that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And the other thing I wanted to talk about before I let you guys go real quick is, I want to make this short and sweet. Fireball. Did Fireball really have an aspect of, or the affected the outcome of these tournaments? The answer would be a definite no, it didn't. If you look at the winning decks, the two Pure Sky Strikers and obviously the BA deck that I just discussed, neither of those decks run Fireball. So if Fireball was even banned, those decks still would have won. Now granted, I'm sure people will probably tell me, oh well, if Fireball was banned, there would have been other decks that would have rised and made a run. But at the same time, Fireball, they really didn't have an aspect of the tops either. If you look at all the decks that topped, only one deck that would stick out that ran Fireball, that uses Fireball consistently, would have been Gokis. Besides Gokis, no other Fireball deck was in the tops. So realistically, no, it wouldn't have made a difference. That's it. Anyways, that's it from a video here. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you guys did, hit that like button. Also, leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree, disagree with this guy? You let me know. I'd love to hear you guys' comments. And if you haven't already done it, subscribe to my channel. And also hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every time I upload a video. And I'll talk to you guys all later. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Hashtag Fireball. It's not a problem as of now. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.